Logan the Layman Critic here. This review is for The Dark Tower. It's from 2017 and directed by Nikolai Arcel. It stars Idris Elba and Matthew McConaughey. Let's talk movies. Jake Chambers is a boy that keeps receiving visions of another world. A world with a sorcerer dressed in black, a gunslinger, and a dark tower. When the sorcerer attempts to track down the boy to use his powers, Jake must find a way to travel to this other world and find the gunslinger, who is the only one that can stop him. I have no idea how faithful this movie is to Stephen King's novel, so I can't honestly speak to that. I know that Roland the Gunslinger is white in the books. Ordinarily, that change would irk me. I hold fidelity to source material in pretty high regard, and I don't like unnecessary changes, especially for contrivances. This is something that bothered me with Ghost in the Shell when they did that. But, Stephen King was cool with the casting. And the Dark Tower series, it's successful, but I would say it's still a relatively obscure part of his canon. So the public image of the gunslinger is not as ingrained in the consciousness as Major Kusanagi from Ghost in the Shell is. The cast is a mixed bag. I thought Idris Elba was great. He's the best part of the film, actually. He gets a nice character arc. I honestly thought the story should have just focused on him instead of the boy Jake. Tom Taylor is fine as Jake. His acting isn't bad or anything. He does have this annoying habit of standing with his mouth hanging open and this vacant expression on his face, so that's kind of annoying. Matthew McConaughey, who I ordinarily enjoy, he was really painful in parts of this movie. There's a lot of scenery chewing to be had here, and he looks really goofy with his whole open shirt and chest exposed look going on. It had me cringing. This is the first movie to my knowledge where he's played a bad guy. More than once it seemed like he was trying to channel Christopher Walken's Gabriel character from The Prophecy. I don't know if that was by design or not, but in any case, Christopher Walken's character is much better. There's certain things in this movie that I can't quite put my finger on, but they make the movie feel cheap. The movie looks good, mind you, but it looks good in the way that a really well-made indie film looks good. This doesn't look like a Hollywood production to me. I will say that I enjoyed the gunplay in The Dark Tower. There seems to be a dearth of good gunfights in movies these days. I don't know if it's Hollywood's love-hate relationship with guns or what the deal is, but it needs to be rectified. So this is at least a step in the right direction. The Dark Tower is an entertaining movie, just not a great one. It's an uneven picture. I can't really recommend it for theater viewing. Maybe a matinee show. Definitely a rental. Given that Akiva Goldsman was involved in this creatively, I'm not surprised that this movie is less than stellar. Every time he's attached to a tentpole movie, it ends up being, at best, passable, and at worst, Batman and Robin. Yet Hollywood, for some reason, still seems to be wanting to give him work. He should just stick with Oscar bait. That's what he's good at. So, there you have it. That's the review. Thanks for watching.